February. What is English? Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and today we're gonna be discussing 2021 beauty trends. It's February, I probably should have done this last month, but you know what? It's still at the start of the year and we're still getting into it, you know? I usually do like trend forecasting, reviewing trends up on my blog. I've done it a few times in previous years, but this year I wanted to try something different. I saw a few people talking about trends on YouTube. Glow by Nats was one of them, and I'm always inspired by what she does. So I definitely recommend you go check out her 2021 trend video because it inspired me to do some research on what the trends are going to be this year, and I'm really excited to talk about them with you. And apart from just talking about trends, what you can expect, what to try, I'm gonna give you product recommendations to be able to create those trends. As always, everything's gonna be linked down below. If you buy through those links, I get a small commission and you'd be really helping me out a lot and supporting my channel. So if you want to do that, go ahead. If you don't, no pressure. They're just there to let you know what I'm mentioning in the video. So all the PSAs are out of the way. Let's get to reviewing the trends. Let's do it. First trend that I've written on my beautiful notebook here is natural dewy skin, aka dolphin skin. What the hell is dolphin skin, and why would they name a trend after that? You know what, it's beyond me, but I kind of see it because dolphin skin is very dewy and it's very luminous, healthy, hydrated. So since we're all still gonna be wearing masks into the foreseeable future, the focus is still on skincare, so do the most. Take care of your skin, because most of the time it's probably gonna be bare anyways. A lot of us have foregone makeup. So skincare is definitely gonna still be a really, really big focus this year, and it's all about just keeping your skin hydrated, keep it looking dewy, bright, a lot of vitamin C, a lot of hyaluronic acid, you know, products that are gonna bring that plumpness and that hydration back to life. But it's not just about skincare, it's also about the makeup. You can recreate this look with makeup, obviously, and if you're, you know, are not wearing a mask for whatever reason, you're outside or you're at home, when you decide to apply makeup on your skin, you can also recreate this by using, you know, a super light base, maybe mixing it with highlighter, but always keeping it very, very natural. Just super natural skin, very dewy, nothing extreme, keeping it very soft, not a lot of bronzer, not a lot of things going on. And I have a few products to recommend to you guys to get the look. So if you want dolphin skin, you can totally use these products to achieve that. The first one I have is the only skincare product I'm gonna talk about because I feel like skincare is more personal and you can find whatever, you know, makes you glowy, makes your skin bright. This Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops not only smells amazing, but it also makes your skin look very dewy. It doesn't stay oily and it isn't super emollient, so it works perfectly under makeup. It gives you a good glow, but it isn't overbearing, so this one is a good one if you want to wear it under makeup or if you have oilier skin and you just want to apply this all over your skin to glow. Then we have, of course, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is the best. You can use it all over. You can use this as your all-over base if you want to look super dolphin-y, or you can use it just on the high points as a highlighter, or as I like to use it, you can mix it into your BB cream, CC creams, lighter foundations to give them more of a glow. This is not necessarily like a highlighter. It doesn't have shimmers or glitter or anything, which makes it perfect because you want to look like you're lit from within. So this is a must for this trend. And then of course we have like cream highlights, liquid highlights. I recommend, again, going for something that's more like dewy, balmy, as opposed to shimmery and metallic because that's not gonna look as natural. So Glossier Halo Scope or something similar to this, you can never go wrong with. It is very easy to use. It looks very natural and you can build it up a little, but it'll always look natural. So this is a good one for dolphin skin. Okay, moving on to the next trend, we have dewy, slightly bolder blush. So blush in general has been all the rave lately, like everyone's loving blush. Finally, because I've been on the blush trend for a while. I love blush, but particularly particularly dewy blush is a trend right now, and I think it's again because of that whole dolphin skin. It plays part in that trend as well, but it also just livens up your face, makes you look healthy, not just because you're bringing back color to your face, but you know, that dewiness just emulates that your skin is healthy. One other thing that's super interesting about this trend is that people are applying a lot more blush, and I've seen a few people applying it more like all over, like not just in the apples or not just in this area, but they're taking it like all over, kind of like 80s inspired, which I love. I'm all for blush. It's an easy trend. If you really don't want to do much, you can just apply some blush, mascara, add a little bit of that blush to your lips, and then you're good to go. You know, it's an easy one to incorporate. And if you don't feel that confident about like the bolder colors, then you can definitely try something dewy that is more natural, more pinky or peachy. You don't have to go super intense, but try it out because intense blushes can also look so nice on the face. For my recommendations, I have 3 right here. One of my favorite dewy blushes is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Blush Elixir. This is the shade Gorgeous Peach, and I really enjoy this one. It's the one I'm wearing today because I'm also wearing some other colorful stuff, so I didn't want things to clash. So this is great. It stays on your face for a long time and gives you a healthy flush, but it is a more natural color. And I have combo skin, and this is dewy. It doesn't make me look greasy. It doesn't emphasize my pores or anything. This one is a really good one, and I love it. I approve, and it's a more natural option. And then we have another one of my favorites. This is a Tower 28 Buildable Luminous Color for Cheeks, Eyes, and Lips in Golden Hour. This one's also very dewy, but it will stay a little bit more emollient. It won't dry down. It's super bright and pigmented. They have other colors that I think are a little bit more natural, but this one is gonna pack a punch, and it's beautiful, but it blends out beautifully. And I think if you have medium skin tone or a little bit darker, medium to darker skin tones, this color is gonna look so pretty on you. And then last but not least, we have the epitome of dewy and bold. This is a Flower Blush Balm in Melon. It is so pretty. It is so bold. It is a little bit scary, but don't fret because it blends out very nicely. You only need a little bit of this and it'll work across both of your cheeks. This formula is perfect if you want to try just the dewy blush trend, but this color specifically is perfect if you want to make it a little bit bolder. And it's also very affordable, so if you're looking for an affordable option or if you just want to try this trend out but you're not sure if you're gonna enjoy it or not, you guys know I love this formula so much, and this is a color that's perfect for this trend. Next trend is Untamed Brows. I love this trend as well, and we kind of saw this coming with the resurgence of the soap brow, and everyone's talking about brow wax nowadays, and everyone just wants to make their brows look very wispy and untamed. It is so easy. It's such an easy trend. I love it because it just makes you look more natural, but it also kind of defines your face, you know, because you're not doing anything to your brows. You know, you're adding just a light layer of brow gel, or you're using soap or wax, and you're keeping it very natural. So it kind of gives you a softer look, but it still frames your face in a very nice way. If you're someone who doesn't like to upkeep their brows, then this is the perfect trend for you because messy brows are in, people. And then let me just show you some products that I have here that you can use to recreate this trend. The first one is the Glossier Brow Flick. This is good if you have any sparse areas or you feel like you need to define a little bit more. Because it's a brow pen, you can go and create individual hairs and it works perfectly. It is so easy to use and it gives you that natural look so you can play up the trend. Another one we have right here is a Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This one is out of this world amazing. This is kinda like a contradiction to the trend because this really will tame your brows, but hear me out. If you have super long brow hair or if your brows don't want to stick up or look messy, because you know sometimes that happens. You comb your brows up and they fall down. This will keep them up. So if you want them to look wispy and like give them that untamed look, but your brows don't naturally do that, you can use this one. It's also clear, so if you have bushier brows and you feel like you don't need all that filling in, then this is your friend. Love it so much. And then last but not least, I have my very dirty Patrick Ta Shaping Wax. This is a tinted one. They also have a clear one, but the tinted one just adds a little bit more color to your brows. That's what I'm wearing today. If you feel like you slightly have to fill in your brows, but you don't want to do much and you still want them to look wispy and like messy, this is your friend. It makes my brows look messy in a, I wouldn't say natural way, but it feels like soft. It doesn't look like I purposefully made them this shape. It kind of just flows. And I think that's part of the trend, making it flow, making it look super natural. And I think if you're wearing like a bare face and you just want a little bit of definition, go into your brows, mess them up a little. It'll be such a cool look. The next trend is all about the eyes. We also saw this coming because, you know, most of our faces will be covered for a while. So this is all about the eyes, playing up the eyes, focusing on being creative with our eye area. And the trend is colorful eye looks or graphic looks, and I live for this trend. If you couldn't tell, I love just adding a wash of color to my eyelids. I think it's such an easy way to look cool put together. I love that we're starting to incorporate color and more creativity into the looks. I also love a good neutral, but I feel like if you can't really do much to play up your entire face and you only have a small area, you might as well go for it. Try it out. You can do that by doing like a super simple colorful look like I have today. You can do something super intricate with colors, you know, a very, very bold look. Or you could also add like a graphic liner, and that doesn't mean it has to be, you know, complicated. You can just do like green wing, or you can definitely go all out and do like super cool designs on your eyes. But I feel like if you're just starting out with color, then you can definitely do a light wash of color on your lids. You can do like maybe some colorful liner on your waterline. There's a lot of ways you can go about this trend, and that's why I love it so much, because it's just about being creative, focusing on the eye area, and making the most of the space that we've got. So let me show you some of my favorite products for this. You can definitely go for something like single colorful shadows. This is MAC Chrome Yellow, and it's a matte. It's gonna be super easy to just apply all over your lids, blend it up into the crease a little bit, kind of like I have today with my color of choice, and it's gonna be a super easy, simple look. You can do it with whichever colorful shadow you already own. You don't have to like go out and buy one unless you really don't have one. You could go full out with a palette like this one. This is the Rare Beauty Confident Energy palette. It has just so many cool colors here, and you can definitely create cool looks with this one. Even if they're not matte, you can still create with shimmers, and I love the colors in this one so much. If you want to go more the liner route and stuff, you could always use your shadows as liner, or you can go for something like the ColourPop liquid liner. This one's in the Hills. It's a green. I freaking love this liner so much. You can create, you know, just a simple line across your eye, or you can do a wing, or you can, you know, you can do anything you want with this one. Or if you want to play it up like so much, you can use something like the Suva Beauty Hydra Fix. What is the name of this? This is a Hydra liner in the shade Acid Trip. I love this so much. It's the only one that I have. It's also neon, but it is so good. It's so easy to use as well. Again, you could just do a simple line, or you could go super intricate with it. I really love this, and they have so many colors, so definitely experiment with that if you want to. Just keep the focus on the eyes, preferably if there's color incorporated. This next trend goes hand in hand with our last trend, and this trend is big fluttery lashes. Now this is a trend that I'm not so convinced with. I'm not loving, because from my research I gathered that lash extensions are definitely gonna be in. I don't have anything against them, I just don't love the look of them personally, and along that goes falsies, which you guys know I'm not a huge fan of. I think there's a time and place for them, but it's not my preferred look. But I definitely get it, you know, it's a lash trend. Big fluffy lashes also draw your attention to the eyes, especially when you're wearing a mask. So if you don't love colors, you don't want to play with eyeshadows and stuff, something like adding like maybe corner lashes or trying out lash extensions might be a way to spruce things up a bit. I also think you can achieve this trend by adding a ton of mascara, depending on obviously the length of your lashes and the mascara that you use, but just I think piling up the mascara and almost making the lashes a little bit clumpy, not like spider lashes, but you know, I think that could also play up with this look very nicely. You don't necessarily have to have the lash extension or the falsies to make your lashes look fluffy and black and make your eyes stand out. So even though I don't love this trend, I do have a few mascara recommendations. The first one I have here is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This one I love, and it's more of a natural one, but this will make your lashes look very wispy. So if you build it up, it'll make your lashes look super long and wispy, so maybe not super volumizing, but it'll open up your eyes a lot, so this is a good one. And then we have the Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. It's the one I'm wearing today, and it is so good at lengthening and making your lashes look super black, so it defines them as well. It doesn't have, you know, extreme amounts of volume, but this is kind of like in between the Ilia one and the one I'm going to talk about next. It just gives you a little bit of volume, a little bit of length, a little bit of definition, but you choose if you want to keep it a little bit more natural or build it up. And then last but not least, we have the love of my life, Tom Ford Badass Mascara. This one, if you don't like falsies, but you still you're into this trend and you want big fluffy lashes, this is the mascara for you, because this mascara will make your lashes look like they're false lashes. I can attest to this. I love this. It is so expensive, and it kills me that it's so expensive, but I have to recommend it because I have never tried anything like it before. It is really good, and I think it's the perfect mascara to recreate this trend if you really want your lashes to look super big, fluffy, false lash extension like, you know? The next trend is bold stained lips, and honestly I'm so about this trend because, you know, I love my lipsticks. I love wearing lipstick all the time, and masks kind of kill that dream because if you wear lipstick under a mask, a lot of the times it's just gonna be messy. We've all been through it, okay? We all know what I'm talking about here, and it's not the greatest experience. So this trend is all about straying from your typical satin lipstick, lip glosses and stuff, and exchanging that for lip stains. Obviously a lip stain will work best under a mask because it's not gonna transfer, it's not gonna move around. I think it's a cool trend, and I love the fact that they're adding like bold. It's not just lip stain, it's bold lip stains. The one thing that I do love about a more stained look is how undone and blurred it can look on your lips, like kind of what I have on right now. I love like a very defined lip, but I'm really bad at doing lipstick, so stains and blurred lips kind of give me that, you know, excuse to, oh my god, your lipstick isn't perfectly applied, and I'm like, it's a look. So there is one plus to this trend, and I really like that one plus. It's also a very easy way to look put together if you want to keep it super minimal everywhere else and just add like a bold pop of color to the lips. I am for that. So this is a trend that I'm so about. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I think it's a very smart trend given the situation in the world right now. For my recommendations, I have a few products that can work. The first one I have is my Lime Crime Plushie and Cherry Soda. You guys know I love this. And this formula is really good because it makes your lips, when you apply it, it makes them look like you're wearing a lip stain, but this is more of a liquid lipstick formula. The way you can make this into a lip stain is by just going in with your finger, adding a little bit, and then blending that out. And that way it makes it a little bit more comfortable because you're not adding layers of this product to your lips. You're just blotting it, adding a little bit of color, and it obviously will last for a really long time. You can also mix it with a little bit of chapstick and stuff if you don't want it to be super drying. So I think it's a good approach if you already have liquid lipsticks in your collection that you're probably not using a lot. This one isn't necessarily a lip stain, but it works for the purpose of this trend. This is the Glossier Generation G lipstick in Zip. You guys know I love this. It's a red lipstick and it's one of my favorites. This will give you that like blurred stained lip look, but it will not dry out your lips. It will not last as long as a lip stain. It might transfer a little bit, but in my experience, if you only do a light layer, it doesn't really transfer. So it's not gonna be super messy because it is matte. It will give you that like effect, that stained effect, that blurred effect. It's very sheer. So if you're not wanting to commit to something like a hardcore stain, going for something like this formula might work out for you. Along those lines, I have the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. This one is in Teacher's Pet. Again, it isn't a super long lasting stain, but it is more comfortable to wear. It has this little spongy tip that makes it super easy to apply it and blur it out at the same time. It will transfer slightly, again, not super messily, but it does leave a slight stain after it rubs off, so, you know. And just like that, this is a wrap. We have come to the culmination of me reviewing 2021 beauty trends. Why was I so formal with that? I don't know. That's it. These were all the trends. There were a lot of trends online that I really don't know where they come from, so I tried to source them from magazine articles and from fashion shows and from, you know, the people who are like setting these trends. These are the trends that were the most common in my research and the ones that I personally enjoyed the most and that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Let me know which one is your favorite if you're trying any of these out. Which ones are you definitely not gonna try out? I would love to know. As always, I'm super curious, and if there is a trend that I missed, again, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, as always, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you enjoy super easy and real makeup and beauty content, or you just want to hang out with me, then make sure to subscribe. Subscribe button is down there, you know what to do, and I really appreciate it, and it will help out my channel a lot. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful and entertaining, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Bye! Mwah.